Welcome to Charts Today. My name is David Linton, and today's edition for Wednesday, the 29th of November, comes to you from London. And we start, as always, by looking at the dollar. News overnight of North Korea firing another missile. So we are just seeing a little bit of a turn down here in the market, and dollar really just finding resistance here on the lagging line. So still fairly bearish. The key thing is, will we see a lower low? And the short-term chart suggests we will do, but we've got quite strong support on the point and figure charts. So still a difficult call. Euro, conversely, is also just coming below the cloud a little bit here. So we're seeing both euro and dollar relatively weak. This is euro dollar, of course, so euro just not quite as strong as the dollar. And looking at Japanese yen, we're seeing dollar has improved a little bit, yen weakness probably on those North Korean fears as well. Sterling had quite a roller coaster yesterday, broke below the cloud and then jumped on the announcement that the deal had been reached on the settlement figure for the Brexit, and we are just seeing sterling recovering into the 134 area. Interestingly, if we can hold this sort of 135 area for a few weeks on the long-term chart, we will see a recovery in sterling. Looking at it against the euro, we see here very strongly that jump as well. So still bearish in the long term, but medium and short term looking quite a lot better. Against the Swiss franc jumped as well, and against the Australian dollar. So sterling looking very strong on that announcement. And I've added in Bitcoin now, just as we're doing currencies. Might as well look at the cryptocurrency, and a lot of people asking for a view on Bitcoin. Of course, a very, very difficult chart because of the sheer curvature. Bitcoin breaking $10,000 yesterday. And how will we know when this is ending? Well, probably a stop loss. I mean, it's very few charts that you see get this far from cloud support. Cloud support way back at 2,000 when the price is at 10,000 on the long-term chart. So at the moment, you can only say it's bullish, but of course it's risen so much. We've got a target of 26% upside to $13,000 on the 60-minute chart. And if we look at the 1-minute chart, of course, this is the key. And on your Updata system, just press the T key, and it will give you the targets for Bitcoin. And we're seeing here we've got targets to 10,800, which is the level we saw yesterday. So that is now proving to be quite a key level of resistance, this 10,890 level. So we do have some upside targets. We have a downside target as well. Watch this 1-minute chart emerging, and of course you can go to smaller box sizes. So we're seeing multiple targets. Every time Bitcoin sells off, there does seem to be a willingness of buyers to come in, and we go right down to the short-term charts. We're seeing here we do have these targets. So this 10,890 level this, we saw yesterday is pretty key. Watch for any occurrence of big downside targets. Taking a look at the US market, hitting new all-time highs. The Nasdaq also looking very strong. Dow Jones really jumping yesterday, looking strong, and the Russell 2000 also looking strong. So US markets looking very strong indeed. The futures up very slightly this morning, so don't seem to be too perturbed by the North Korean missile test. FTSE down very, very slightly this morning. It has recovered into a bullish position above the cloud, but still really lagging the US market somewhat, and we see the 250 much the same. The DAX looking stronger this morning, is back above the cloud on the short-term chart. Nikkei is recovering. Hang Seng is down very slightly, but still bullish in all three time frames. And Shanghai still bearish on the short-term chart. India looking pretty good on all three time frames, and the Australian market also looking better. Brent crude sitting at 63.33, just tailing off a little bit here. So we are just seeing a slight deterioration in the price, and WTI already below the cloud on the short-term chart, so we're seeing that as well. Nat gas future is sitting, it jumped over the last couple of days, we're sitting at $3.17, so we are seeing quite a big move up there. The key thing will, can it get into these 320s and stay there, but has been very much in the doldrums of late. Taking a look at gold, the gold price yesterday put out a couple of tweets with this new tweet function in Updata. You can tweet from the charts, and put out a couple of tweets on gold. Gold now looking pretty strong. 1300 is the key level to break, but gold is just starting to look a lot better. And silver is not looking as good, bearish below the cloud there. The Apple chart looking still pretty bullish. Google also looking quite bullish, and Amazon jumping higher, and Facebook holding this 180s level, was as high as 184 yesterday, and Microsoft also looking very strong as well. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.